Praise be to Jesus. Hello again, everyone. There's a little 3 or 3.5 minute talk here. Then you can look at the video. This is what it says from the article. Faithful Catholics are launching a counter revolution in Ireland this week against errant shepherds within the church, says Lumen Fidei Institute founder Anthony Murphy. Let's turn to God, let's ignore these errant shepherds, and let's call them out and name them and pray for good shepherds. So he said this yesterday, so the video is coming right up.
And long may it flourish, and hopefully we'll be developing it here also as a result of this conference. And of course, the church has always and will always teach that God has absolute sovereignty over his creation, and that the first commandment, thou shalt not have any other gods before me, applies not just to us all as individuals, it applies to our politicians and our governments as well. And this is how we build the social kingship of Christ, by making sure that the governments follow this. And we need our bishops to be leading this charge and to be telling them. Now, God works in mysterious ways, and I was just sent this. Listen to this. The Old Testament reading, Mother Miriam will be happy I'm quoting from the Old Testament. Now, the Old Testament reading for Mass, when the World Meeting of Families, I won't read it all to you, was opening, was this from the prophet Ezekiel, chapter 34, verses 1 to 11. I won't read, I'll just read a few sections. Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. In these words, prophesy to them, to the shepherds, thus says the Lord God, woe to the shepherds of Israel who have been pasturing themselves. And it finishes, you read this yourselves from yesterday's Mass reading. Thus says the Lord, I swear I am coming against these shepherds. I will claim my sheep from them and put a stop to their shepherding my sheep, so that they may no longer pasture themselves. I will save my sheep, that they may no longer be food for their mouths. Now, isn't that prophetic? And it closes by, I myself will look after and tend my sheep. So let's turn to God. Let's ignore these errant shepherds, and let's call them out and name them and pray for good shepherds. And this is what we've started this week here in Ireland, the counter-revolution against the enemies inside the church. Now, we have to break for coffee. Please avail yourselves of the bookstore, and we're running a little bit late. But if we're back in here for 11:30, we'll get things moving again and continue with the conference. Thank you.